As I bid farewell to High Sealands at the vortex of Genesis, I noticed something strange about the time core flame, and was immediately dragged into the Memoria Tide of Oblivion by Evernight. She was once the hidden power that March manifested by sacrificing all of her memories. Yet now, she harbors other secret intentions in her heart. Meanwhile, Dan Heng warped back to the Express via Spirit Warp Jump, only to discover a Memo Snatcher invasion. Everyone then realized that the Remembrance's forces had already permeated Amphorius and blocked outside intervention. To establish contact with me, Dan Heng was determined to return to Amphorius immediately. After waking up in the false trailblaze, I managed to escape with help from Cirene and Sunday. Unfortunately, Evernight held absolute control, causing me to fall into the Memoria Tide once again. However, Black Swan took this opportunity to quietly approach Evernight. Dan Heng returned to Amphorius and beckoned the heroic spirit of Finan with divine blood. The destruction, descending from the sky, pierced through the memory zone and discovered the most hidden corner of the world. In pursuit of Evernight, Dan Heng arrived at the charred remnants of the Grove of Epiphany. In the grove, where memories became disjointed, Dan Heng received help from Dan Feng within his memories and completed his farewell to the past. In their final moments, the Earth demigod Terravox entrusted all their duty and authority to Dan Heng. With this newfound strength, Dan Heng found me within the Memoria Tide. We entered the Nameless Titan's great tomb and discovered its secret. Across the 30 million cycles of eternal recurrence, every incarnation of Cirene had come here, offering herself to the Remembrance. With Black Swan's help, we found Evernight in the depths of the Great Tomb. When all seemed lost, Evernight was captured by March's camera and trapped within the memory maze of Ides Elysiae. After several lengthy conversations, March and Evernight reached an agreement. Evernight returned March's memories, and March finally returned to our side. With every condition for the Era Nova fulfilled, we returned to the depths of the Great Tomb and initiated the final Era Nova ceremony.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here?
This view hasn't changed at all, has it? The hometown in your memories never changes, but when you return to your senses, you realize that fate has already stolen the time away. Welcome to the Trail of Genesis, friend. Seems like the weight of memories from 30 million cycles really made me grow up. But if I keep growing, I might be taller than you, right? Then I'm really looking forward to that. Before you arrived, I kept wondering, beyond the veil of Ide Silicii, what kind of Amphorius is being born? I can see fragments of it when I close my eyes. The friends who walked alongside us have all moved on toward their respective destiny. Some turning into pillars of the world, supporting the sky and the ocean. Others sowing reason, laying down the law, and with gentle hands lifting newborns. Death and strife are no longer feared by people, and trickery has become the innocent game. All beings living ordinary and peaceful lives, within the net woven by romance and passage. There's no black tide, no flame chase, and no destruction. The world on the other side of the sea is one bathed in... Like a happy and carefree childhood, the era Chrysia in this cycle will last for millennia, until it reaches the moment. Light calendar 4931, month of freedom, the moment belonging to world-bearing. Are you ready to answer the call of the world, friend? Then go, and pen the Throne of Worlds' first stroke. For this world.
You say that, but it's gonna be ages till we reach light calendar 4931. I can make use of the crevices of time, but surely you and Dan Heng won't have to wait around for a few thousand years, right?
That won't be necessary. We can simply sleep, and the chronocognitive anchor will wake us up.
That's right. We've both become a part of the new world. Just waiting for you now.
Our consciousnesses can converse with each other across the heavens and the earth, possibly due to the influence of the Trailblaze. I am now connected with this earth, and I can feel the breath of every mountain range. I see that the tallest among them is named Akama, and the form of the holy city is already taking shape.
In other words, your stage is almost set. Do you want to take a leaf out of Kefali's book and make some prophecies before your nap?
But we're not the only ones who have changed. The chronocognitive anchor just transmitted a message stating that Iron Tomb has reacted to the Aranova.
The moment when our friend bore the weight of 30 million cycles of memories.
Was probably also when the scepter devoured 30 million cycles of destruction.
You know, you don't have to shoulder this world all on your own. After someone boards the Express, the word alone ceases to exist. So, as we reach the end of time, no one... Dan Heng and I came here to specifically tell you that.
Remember, this world is not a burden you bear alone. It's a journey we trailblaze together. Alongside.
All right. It's time for Dan Heng and me to go have a super long nap. Look after...
The road ahead is long, but we'll be waiting for you at the end.
We'll definitely meet again.
Let's take one more look at the other side of the sea before we set up. Ide Silicii is so quiet.
Just like how I remember.
Here we are once more. black tide is now completely calm. At last, the starting point of the...
Its first end, and the final end, right? I can't hear his voice. There are no flowers there that bloom. Finan is the only one who didn't reach the new world. Look, the golden light that shone upon the grove still meanders. It has to be a sign he left behind. Do you still remember what I asked you at this exact spot? Friend, you were still burdened by the weight of world-bearing back then. Still, the heroes of legends were just at the right place at the right... Just like how your arrival kickstarted M4. A person's personality is their destiny. We best. Thank you, friend. After all, before we truly compose the end of this story, and face a memory that I have forgotten for too long, and have...
It's so...
The interrogation records have been submitted to the Marshal. According to the Ten Lords' decree, Jing Liu and Luocha shall continue to be detained in the Shuling. But you, Merlin's Claw, have been reluctant to end the transmission. Do you wish to reminisce with us? Or is there something else on your mind that you're just desperate to get out?
You're quite calm, Jingyuan. The Alliance only authorized the Law Food to be deployed for this Iron Tomb operation. They say the Seer Strategist's wisdom shines like a beacon. So why can't you see things clearly now? Look who's talking. I didn't vote against it, but with enemies all around us, even a child knows the Marshal needs to keep a few Xianzhou. Whoever volunteers first is the Marshal's pick. If you have to ask, I'd say this outcome plays right into... Like it or not, there's no way we're letting the Law Fu take the lead in this battle.
Oh my, Merlin's Claw. Are you afraid the Law Fu might steal the...
This is no laughing matter. Between the Stellaron crisis and the War Dance ceremony... Though the chaos has settled, with Elder Huaiyan around, those with ulterior motives won't be able to... With the kind of person Jing Liu is, and her connection to you...
You're overthinking it, General Fei Shao. When I volunteered for this task, the Law Fu will seize the Golden Blood and redeem itself. That'll... Look, if this were a Skyfaring Commission deal...
Maybe the Divine Force...
With the Decalite Reflection Barrier, the Yuchue must understand even more than the Law Fu. Amphorius' karma has vanished from the matrix of prescience. What omen does General Yao Guang see in this?
In divination studies, we call this an empty...
Your explanation isn't any clearer than Lady Fu's.
Come on. How hard is it to understand the word for the Cobalt Head? The
The chronocognitive anchor is sending a signal. Everyone, time.
Did she and the others make it?
Let me go over the plan one more time, just in case. You'll enter Amphorius, reunite with your 3 separated companions, and try to locate Iron Tomb from within the world. Who are you taking with you?
The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. We can't afford any slip-ups. I suggest everyone, except Pom-Pom, join the fight.
We do need to be prepared for all possible contingencies. I have no objection to...
I'll do whatever I can.
Meanwhile, Screwy and I will continue attacking the Demiurge Matrix. That is, the Scepter's kernel, from the outside. With our 2-pronged attack, we'll turn this hunk of metal into scrap for sure. Now we just wait for those two to get back. Oh, and just like that, they're here.
Sorry to keep you waiting. With Planet Screwlum's help, the formation of the Cosmic Alliance to counter Iron Tomb is progressing smoothly.
The cosmos has set its sights on Amphorius, and now it's just waiting for the first shot.
Well then, let's not waste any more time, Fourth Mirror.
It's my time to shine! Finally off the bench! Initiating thought refraction. Please read the safety protocols carefully.
Huh?
Just kidding! I've already checked the agreement box for 3, 2, 1, launch!
The flow of Memoria is so heavy here. Unlike Pentagoni's dreamscape, this place has built up a true epic measured in millennia.
The vortex of Genesis, where all myths begin and end. And in this new world, the infinite cycles have been broken.
Let's set up the Trailblaze beacon and establish contact with the outside world.
I'll leave it to you then. It'd be better for me to not show myself in front of the... And, Mr. Sunday, you...
Agreed.
The Astral Express has landed. If you receive this message, please respond immediately. Over.
This is the Cianjo Alliance. Communications normal.
Interastral Peace Corporation. Communications normal. A response from the Galaxy Rangers. Not surprising. But I didn't expect...
That's a pretty blatant disregard from the family for Pentaconi's independent director, I'd say.
It's been quite a while, Madam Jade.
The significance of this battle rivals that of the campaign against Sulo. Only through victory can we disperse the shadow of Iron Tomb that looms over. The 10 Stonehearts shall spare no effort for such a grand mission for the preservation.
Madam Jade led the Intelligentsia Guild in conducting specialized research on iron. The bad news is, the collapse of the Erudition won't just affect inorganic beings.
You mean Iron Tomb can infect organic life, too?
Well, the good news is, so far, its effects on organic life are under control. The infection progresses. In any case, the IPC can guarantee targeted vaccine coverage within 48 system hours in all star zones.
What about other star zones? At a time like this, are the followers of the Firmament Arbiters still trying to make a profit?
I remember you, Master Diviner. Your performance during the third Dennis. Please rest assured, all worlds can purchase vaccines from the IPC with a humanitarian discount. That's the current policy at the... But if the Cianjo Alliance is willing to assist with the IPC's assets in Epsilon and other star systems...
It makes sense, since Interastral Peace Entertainment's headquarters is in Epsilon. But why are all the places that the Elation has visited?
Think of it as a long-term investment. Please understand that everyone at Pierpoint is swamped with Iron Tomb work. Having some assistance from the Alliance would surely benefit the...
As an old Cianjo saying goes, those who succeed should help all under heaven. Your proposed in times of crisis, the Luofu will not hesitate to help those in need.
Of course. In the name of preservation, all for...
Thank you all for your selfless dedication.
It's clear that each party still has qualms about...
The clash between destruction and erudition isn't just about the fate of the cosmos. It's a
You can never be too careful when battling a Lord Ravager. All are equal in matters of life and death.
In any case, we can only hope for the best in all that's to come. It's about time we dive into the Vortex and see what Amphorius looks like on the... I wonder where she and the others are right now. Why is there no...
Everything in Akama seems normal.
It seems it was even more recent than not.
The fruit on the table is freshly cut, and the bath tempered. It's as if everyone vanished.
Could this be?
Unlikely. He's still under the surveillance of those two geniuses. Could it be some kind of local custom?
A custom that makes an entire city fall silent in an... Pardon my frankness, Mr. Yang, but this reminds me of some unsettling rumors about the Harmony.
Is often the prelude to divine
Everyone, be careful.
Here they come. Here they come. The nameless of the
Evernight. How is this possible? She was already...
We are the chroniclers of time, and we do not fade away. Finally, the last era nova has been...
What did you do to the residents of the Holy City and the three nameless?
I didn't need to do anything. The remembrance will ultimately become... Now, they are no longer the trailblazers you once knew, but gods, the 12 titans who guard and...
Stop fooling around, March. Come on out.
What? Oh, I practiced so long for this. Getting seen through right away is just so embarrassing.
You've obviously been learning from the theatrical culture and...
But if possible, I'd prefer our reunion to be a bit...
As expected, I can't hide anything from Himeko and Mr. Yang. Well, long time no see. Guess I'm back?
We should be the ones to say that. Sorry. So, these jellyfish are the Titan's power?
They're just tiny manifestations of the Veil of Evernight, used for scouting and communication. If I went all out, I could summon way more of them. Thanks to her, we all turned into Titans in the New World. Sure, we can take on humanoid forms, but it feels off.
How intriguing. So what does she...
It can't be a raccoon with a baseball.
Please don't add weird stuff to Amphorius's lore. Just go see it with your own eyes. Follow the prophecy's guidance. She looks way more majestic now than she...
Unbelievable.
Majestic. Speaking of which, I once caught a glimpse in Sleepyhead's memory of her transformed into a towering Tathalol. Could it be?
No way. That was just a nice dreamscape. Ugh, at least nice for her.
If they are the throne of worlds who bears the weight of this world, perhaps they could guide it.
Citizens!
Rather, I am the...
Is it just me, or does this Demiurge Matrix feel completely dead? It's nothing like how the Memo Keeper described.
The environmental readings are all wrong. Conclusion. This must be what the Colonel...
What did Xandar do to the scepter?
At the end of light, there must be...
Not the time to quote the Lord of Silence. Bad omen. Either way, we have to press on. Until we uncover the truth behind the 13th Titan.
The buried past is the key to stopping Iron Tomb.
Xandar says the Demiurge never existed. It vanished too cleanly. No traces. Too bad I'm the type who can't resist digging deeper. Looks like I'll be counting...
Always happy to help. But as your academic part, Herta, what if... Let's say the Demiurge really doesn't exist.
The backup plan? Of course. If we can't find the key, we turn the lock into the key.
That plan's cost is incalculable.
Well, then let's hope we never have to. There's no point worrying about the end just yet. One step at a time. Let's go. You brought what I asked for, right?
A butterfly has to land on the branch before it can dance. We'll need a wide open platform before her entrance.
Just use that thing over there, Zag. What a dumb name. I hereby rename it Herta's Big Hand. Herta's Big Hand is what I call power. Still not done? What is this? All set. Time for your precious treasure to make its debut.
Target initialized. With these wings, hacking
Thank you.
should be much more efficient.
Oh. Let's hope this Matrix is better organized than the Emperor's junkyard of a birthplace. Buckle up. We're hacking in. This is...
Herta, this whole space has been completely tainted by some kind of energy.
I see it too. We're thinking the same thing. Xandar, how could you go this far? Turning your own graveyard into this. What's that up ahead?
Katorzane algebraic expressions. It's built for
So basically, the door to the tomb, right? Great. Let's find the handle.
I'm picking up multiple independent signals with the same data structure as the barrier. Projection. We can hack the terminal, reverse the computation, and turn it into an attack.
Classic move. Use their own systems against them. Take us to the nearest one. Almost no response. By the way, if there's another Stellaron in Amphorius, why hasn't that little one reacted to it at all?
You said the Demiurge left a trace, right?
Yeah, but not in the real world. Remember the great tomb of the Nameless Titan? Trailblaze Archive 466. Xandar had to lie to the original Finan and Cirene.
Logic. He had already identified the remembrance as a threat, yet found no viable way to eliminate it.
All right, let's finish this. Time to break through that barrier.
Operation authorized. Path energy readings.
Wider than I thought. I was expecting a full-on aerial brawl.
It's advised to remain vigilant. The destruction's levels are still rising. Huh?
What's the matter?
Interesting. I just picked up a signal from the exomyth.
This I knew it. The one thing I didn't want to happen. He's not here.
The coordinates are accurate. However, his position is shifting rapidly and chaotically. This pattern doesn't match any known shielding.
It's his domain. Cheap trick.
The spatial feat.
We're back.
To be in the purest light is to be in...
Looks like you were right. Nothing but a head left? Oh, who'd have thought you'd look this bad in real life?
I welcome you too. I'm very happy.
All this tombstone and final words. Did you end yourself to atone for your guilt, or...?
Iron Tomb is already powerful enough. I remain here only to share the joy of discovery and of the conclusion regarding...
End this charade already. That M4.
But where should I start with the story about me? From the beginning of the universe? Just kidding. That would be too much. So little that it started with a seed. I know you're listening, my good friend. The god in my dream told me that the world spread. Anyway. But fate was just like how the crumbling. Hi. Miss me yet?
Query.
Once again.
Cirene is Peach.
So weird. I can't see you, but that you...
The developmental trends of the...
Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Amphorius was a great catastrophe, nurtured using the world as a factor. But how could a dream feel so real? That's why I did.
But Peach, I didn't understand a word you said since just now. Everything was false? But you're standing... It's all a dream? But
Indeed. That's why I believe all this is real. That genuine shiver.
Formatting progress. 23.
In the poem offered to you, every Cirene would write down a beautiful... And when I looked up at the sky in this cycle, I saw a shooting star and a dash of the remembrance's pink. I believed that must be the color of dawn. You shall fade when the flowers bloom. For every ending begets a begin. Looks like it's time to say goodbye.
Are you leaving, Peach? It's okay. I'll wait. I'll study really hard about what you taught me today.
Right. But actually, my good friend, The lament factor did not understand what love was before she met you either. Not until I told you all the sad tales in a trembling voice in this tiny room. Not until I told you that the story comes, passes, then returns. It makes us reunite, then pulls us apart again. At the very end, it leaves behind a seed, a reason. Even if the great tree withers, there are still some emotions that deserve to be remembered. Look, the light is coming in. The Deliverer's light is going to illuminate Amphorius. I still don't get it.
Just wait. It'll be my turn to tell you a story of love the next time we meet.
Then I'll really look forward to it. In that case, I want to make a promise. I want to gift my pen, my book, and my name to you. Please take them as a beautiful blessing from me. I gave myself the pen name Cirene the first time I wrote a poem. In the stories you will write, perhaps it'll be inevitable that there are still sorrows and tears. But could you promise me one thing? Promise you'll forever be a gentle flower. Promise that when the stars cast their gaze, you'll only reply to them with love and
Of course. This will be a romantic story, like... You think so too, right?
I'll read and you'll listen. I shall welcome my own decay. While you will depart and hold that fire, and our stories will be lying, and they shall become the epic. And so my story ends. From here on, it's your story now.
Mimi?
So, the light that tore through the chaos, I turned into a little fairy from the stories and met you. But I'm still so happy. Do you remember that I was also Mem's memories and Cyrene's memories got all tangled up with each other in my one heart? Either way, could you please let me do something I want? I want you to call me Cirene. That name represents me and her. Every one of her. Thank you, friend. Your kindness is always... Life is a poem full of farewells. But if becoming the source of power... A lost heart needs to be placed. The last thing Xandar wants to see is an event that gives... And what happens after that? I don't know. Maybe I can create a miracle and instantly turn the... Or maybe I prove to be nothing more than a... Either way, I no longer wish to be a... That way... The world has never been so quiet. It's so good. Remember this moment.
Come on, let's take off. It's time to go meet your little pet, Senior Society member.